Hey guys, welcome to a game called Upload Labs. It's our first episode here. It's a game about just pretty much what we've got here on the screen, where we can upgrade our network. Uh, I've then played through the tutorial, try to get an idea of the game. Do I know much? Nope, absolutely not. But we're going to try to make do with what I do know. Let's increase the value of our text files. So is that enough for 2 uploaders now? Maybe. Let's give it a go. Let's drag a new node down to there. So that's 16. If we delete it, yeah, it didn't make a difference. And we can get a more increased value of our text files. And then here in a moment, we'll be able to get the processor unit. Alright, so got enough money for the CPU. What does that unlock for us? Provide clock speed and sell clock speed. Let's move that down here since I don't really know how it works. Oops, did not mean to do that. Let's add a process seller. And we'll just take this straight across for now. That is insanely profitable. Then we'll move that up there. If we collect, let's upgrade our network just a little bit more. Okay. Um, that would be a good upgrade. So that's 16K there. Okay, so this is what we can spend our special coins on. Okay. I think we want to try to upgrade that. That doubles our speed. So that makes us 400 a second now. We'll upgrade our network as well. I wish if we could get another. Here, let's move that up there, make it look a little bit nicer. That bothers me. 26K there. Let's increase our multiplier there, so that's 800 a second now. Pretty solid. What achievements can we work for? How do we? Let's look into our upgrades again. Okay, so we'll take the uploader's pass. Where is that at? There we go. We'll put this up here. Nope, that's not the button we want to look for. Oh, where was that at? Um, Ah, there it is. So they want text, so we can take some text and just send it in right there. We also need a little bit of network as well. Let's get another text downloader, and then we will cut that off. Just come out of this, and we'll just do it like that. I think that's a little bit of a better way to do it. I don't know what really difference it made, but there should be a logistic here. Um, no, that's not the right. That's not really what I need. Hopefully, once that's finished, it'll like kind of stop itself from doing anymore. Let's take the value of text files up a little bit more. And more. So that next upgrade on clock speed is 64K, which we're not too far away. Yeah, right there we go. 400 hertz, that's getting a 1600 every second now. We'll grab those tokens up there. Almost there. Alright, that's completed now. Let's grab a... Alright, that's an achievement there, so we can go over here. What do we want to grab? Auto collector? Let's upgrade that as well. Let's get a... Isn't there something to... Yes, this will work right here. Why does it take a triangle? Okay, so that's not what I need, so that takes money. So that doesn't work. Any more requests? It's not really looking like it because I don't see any down there. So let's go ahead and we'll just move this over here. Then let's grab another uploader. And we'll do something kind of like that. Then we'll send that right on down there. Let's collect. Almost enough for our next processor upgrade, so that's up to 800 hertz. Pretty substantial upgrade there. Let's try to save up for some of these upgrades. Yeah, so let's save up the 100K for that, which shouldn't take very long at all. Realistically, you're doing me no good. Actually, it may have been. It was not helping in the least bit, but oh well. Let's get the antivirus and upgrade our premium text a little bit. Scans files for viruses. What new upgrades have we got? That's expensive as can be. What does it take? Okay, let's move this way over here. And then we'll place you down here. Run that straight across. And then we will want to take download speed down to here. No, it's text. Okay. So let's add in another text downloader. That'll go just like that. And then that goes into an uploader. Correct? That's the way I see it. Yeah, so we need two uploaders for this. So let's add in a new one. And then we'll want to grab some upload speed. Oh god, that's not a good achievement. Upload. Oh, okay. That's actually fine. Put that into the cell category. You don't need to exist anymore. Correct. Yes. Get rid of you. Looks like text is our biggest downfall there. Oh, that's not what I want to look for. Let's look into request. Do we have to pay for the request? Oh, okay, I see. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Let's take this down here, and so we need protected files to come into here. And we're still going to be exporting that. Purchase 2 upgrades there, so that should speed things up quite a bit. So that's going to take a hot minute. Then after that, we need to get into a bunch of other stuff. We're making around 5K, or a little over 4K, about 4.5 every second. A little bit faster. Um, any upgrades I can buy? We can max that out, which is good. That doesn't really do us much good anymore. Let's save up the 600k for the image downloader. Alright, so we saved up the 600k. So let's go ahead and purchase the image downloader. Okay. We also needed to throw some of those for the requester. If I can remember where that was. Request uploader. Let's just download speed, and it's going to just go straight into the request uploader to try to beat the image is what we need. That takes a bunch of kilobytes. So that's going to really tank us at the moment. But it'll be good to start on anyway. And then after we do that, we need to do images that are protected. So we'll probably start working this way with the imaging. Might be a good thing to do. Oh, you know what would actually help to have? Help to have upload hooked up to their uploader. One image is done now. 1.3 mil. To upgrade our network again. Let's look at our coins. What can we get? Nothing great. Let's just save our money for a second. I'd like to get up that 1.3 mil to upgrade that. So we're lacking about 500k on that, which isn't bad. Let's get another folder. Maybe not even a folder. What is it? An inventory. That way so we can just make this look a little bit nicer. And let's take our money coming out of this, run it into there. Then we'll have the money just running straight there. That looks horrible. Let's move this over just a wee bit. I think that's worse than... let's move the folder up one. That way so we can have a space in between all of them. I was trying to make that look better. Wasn't able to do it there. Let's just take all these and just run them straight across. You need protected text, so that's still correct. Let's disable you. And hook you in up there. And then you need to connect in down there as well. That way so we can get our total money per second just right there. What are you doing? Um, oh, I bet you the folder's full. Maybe not. Maybe it was just splitting off of right there. Because everything still seems to be working fine. Alright, now we're up to 1 kilobyte a second, which is still going to take 10 seconds if that was all that we was running. Um, but it's not, obviously. What kind of upgrades can we get? None that actually help. We can move that to right there. Maybe something like that. Looks a little bit, just a little bit better, I think. Maybe. We're up to 6 images generated and 420 text so far. Um, I don't really know if it does us any good for now, but anyway. Um, what is our holdup at the moment? Is it you? Let's disconnect that and see if we start running away with what we need. It doesn't really look like that's our problem. I mean, it's definitely part of it, but we'll just let that do its thing. Might as well. It's just going to take a little bit of time. No achievements yet. We'll probably go ahead and add this core here. And for now, let's just have that sell. Well, let's just get another virus scanner. We'll have that run straight back over there. And then I guess we need to wait until our images get done doing what they need to do, which is going to take an absurd amount of time. So I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back with you. So I realized I made a mistake here and I left the uploader for these protected files. I left it hooked up, so that's why we wasn't making as fast of progress as we possibly could have been. But now we can just hook this straight up to there and unhook that. Let's see here, and that's an additional 25. So I mean, really, we could focus all of our network. We could just increase our network speed by unhooking these two. Yeah, let's just unhook that. So that should speed this up by like 3 times. And in the future, we can. This is still running because it had a bunch of backup in it. We need 5 mil for an up. You know what? We're gonna let this run because I want to get to that upgrade there. This is just going to take a little bit of time to get past this point. Um, so we have another virus scanner ready to go. And this will be to take these images and sort those out for our next round of requests. Let's just go ahead and delete that. Let's just upgrade that. And then we'll put one of the processing cellars we already had. That's completely my bad. So that's now making a 6.4K every second, which is somehow more than the other stuff. Um, I'm thinking we want to save up for the 4 million for the GPU, which we should be somewhat close. Only a mil off, that's not bad. And then we should be able to get rid of this uploader. He's not really doing any favors here. I'm just trying to clear out that 300 that he had left in him, which he had over 2,000 to start with. Is there a way we can kind of throttle the amount of speed that we're using? I think that may be one of these upgrades in here. Um, yeah, they're like 300 a piece. Yeah. So we're going to try to save up 300 of these special coins as well. And we're up to 33 images so far, which not great, but so close. There's a 4 million. GPU nodes. Um, we'll get into that here in a moment or two, maybe. I'd like to go ahead and get our image speed in a little bit better of a place. Alright, so we can get rid of you. You're not doing anything either. We're making around 10K a second-ish. Pretty sweet. Just trying to think about what we can do here. Nope, that's not it. Um, Maybe we get the value of the image files, but I don't think that does us any good quite yet. Um, we're about to start getting into crypto, but not really worth it quite yet. But the only thing we can do is let this play for a second. Okay, so that's not how that works. I was hoping to be able just to split download speed between those two. Um, nope, still not up. Well, anyway, I'm going to let this play for another few minutes and I'll be back with you. So let's upgrade our network here up to 2 kilobytes per second, which is, well, it increased our images per second by 0.02, which I'm sure if I delete this out, it takes us up to 0.2, so we might just let that run for just a moment. That's good. That way, so we just get the images done, and we can move on to the next part of this. Alright, so we purchased another upgrade to the network there, and we're only 4 away now. I decided in the meantime to hook up both of our processing, or hook up 2 processing cellars, making us quite a chunk of change, and that's the images done. So now we need to move that over there. Yeah, I mean, we can keep selling some of that as well. It's not going to make a difference. And we'll put that online. Then let's move this over here. Take that off. It's going to be kind of backwards looking, but it is what it is. So from there, we need to put up another virus scanner. I'm going to try to use that off the same network, but it doesn't seem like it's going to let us. So let's just take a little branch off of that up to there. So that's going to take our images, and we're going to put our good ones up into there. And we're going to put the not so great ones. We're going to attempt to run that into an uploader. And we can just put that uploader somewhere along in here. And then we'll run that over into our inventory. That we say we get our money per second. It's still less than what it was to start with, than when we just had the processor running, but it's not bad. Let's upgrade our network again. It's probably the single most helpful one. This one may have been better. But that's up to the 501k. Um, what's our next upgrade looking? Maybe increased value could be good. Um, and maybe getting into crypto as well, which I think is these coins. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That'll eventually get. What do you take? Okay, that looks like you just produce. So let's move you up here, right up above our network. And like that, we'll make in some Litecoins. So these aren't the same ones. I believe we need a crypto seller. Let's move these up just a touch. Okay, so they have a value. 600k per one. That's really good. And that's not even a good price. Oops. Let's upgrade that. So it makes that a little bit faster. Next GPU for that is 4 billion. It does take quite some time. I'm guessing we can only have the one GPU cluster. I would be correct. So we want this value to be up over 100% when we sell. Zoomed out a little too much there. Uh, that's not bad. Got 10 mil there, which is enough for more clock speed, which should make our this go a little bit faster, which we're already going too fast for this. So we need more network and more processing speed. Let's go ahead and delete these and run one of these down here and run one over there. I think that's a little bit more manageable for them. Way overkill over here, but that is what it is. Some coins right there. Another 10 million cashed in. Images value can go up 100%. What comes next? 120 mil for that. That's a little ways away. We'll just let this build up for a second. I say that as I sell. I'd like to get another upgrade into the network. I would also like more GPU speed, but we'll deal with it. This will eventually get there. It's just going to take forever. But it doesn't really matter, I don't guess. Because you don't really have to do these in order. So our next thing will be sound, which I'm not sure how to do yet, but I'm sure it'll let us know pretty soon. It almost looks like we need to split our uploads. So let's go over here, grab a splitter. Nope, that does not work on what I need it to, so we need it to work on the squares, so I think that takes a folder. It does. So let's shove a folder up there, and another folder down here. You can go there, and then from there you can run there. And then you need to run to this folder. And then we need to buy 2 more uploaders. So we'll need to hook up the upload. This does the exact opposite of what I need, is what I'm now realizing. I need an allocator. Yep, that would be what I need. So we'll take our good ones and split them on both like that. It looks a little bit more satisfying like that as well. We'll move that out by 1 to make that into another line right there. What do we got up here? 50 mil? Ain't bad. Upgrade that. That was like an extra 1.8 kbps. That ain't bad at all. Then we got 17 mil sitting there. We're pretty close to being able to afford a GPU upgrade. Um, but I would like to save up the 83.8 million to get to our next upgrade. There. Which we're working on it pretty quickly. I don't know why this one's struggling so much to keep up. Maybe it just had so many pre-built to do it. Hmm. We're only up to 48 of the images that we need, which is fantastic. So we could either, let's go network. Alright, so that almost got us up to 0.3 there. That's pretty good. And that also made it where we're making 111K per second. All stuff going absolutely crazy over here. And it's definitely not showing every single text that's getting generated, because it would be many coming through here. Because each of these are making 27 per second. Um, let's try something. That did hurt our production of those, but it did increase our image generation, which is fine. It did hurt our money input as well, but it did jump up our download speed quite a bit. I think it doubled it. Let's pick up another processing seller. Just to start making a little bit of money off of this. I mean, that's 51K going that way every second, which is quite a bit. This almost needs that speed. So we'll leave it be. We'll just keep looking at this price here every now and then. Up to 20 mil. Almost generating half an image per second now, which is good. Oh goodness, it's been at the bottom there for quite some time. Is this thing ever going to go back up? It's been down at the bottom for a hot minute now. We'll come back to that eventually. I guess let's try to save up the 120 mil. Need it for, what is it? The antivirus? Because that should be able to double our image production. But that's going to have to wait for next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.